welcome to my Mompreneur studio. Today I'm interviewing Neliza Patterson. She's the founder of Inner Tranquility. Her expertise lies in motherhood. She uses RTT methods and hypnotherapy, and she is not too far from me here in sunny Florida. So welcome, Neliza.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Good to be here, and I'm excited. Yes, we're neighbors, and can't wait to get started.
All right, very good. So tell us a little bit about who is Neliza and then also your journey through your accomplishments all during motherhood. And for our audience who doesn't know what RTT methods are and hypnotherapy, give us a little information about that.
Sure. I'm going to start with how I became the founder of Inner Tranquility and how it came to my life. I experienced a very high risk pregnancy, both my pregnancies, and it was very extremely difficult, not just the transition from being this career woman to someone who was bedridden for all her pregnancy. I was unable to do anything. I couldn't even go to the bathroom without help. And so, because of this, I created Inner Tranquility to be able to help moms to figure out how to maneuver and navigate the motherhood stages from pregnancy all the way up to postpartum. I experienced prepartum depression, which I had no idea it even existed.
Yeah,
And
most moms don't know that there is such a thing as prepartum depression, right? We're just actually now starting to talk about postpartum depression, but people need to know about prepartum.
yes, absolutely. And which is why I started writing a book about the baby blues and postpartum struggles, because it isn't talked about enough. Baby blues is actually used as something so simple and not that big of a deal. And I want to have everybody aware of it, not just the woman experiencing it, but also the family members, their partners, because it isn't something that is, to look over, something that we cannot neglect. When we do neglect these symptoms, especially the emotional well being of a mother, it can be at risk to getting that postpartum depression. And once you get to that point, it makes it harder for a mom to actually manage or overcome these emotional struggles that they experience. And from my personal experience, I felt like I was alone. There was nobody there. I knew something was not right. Not that something was wrong with me, but I just felt like something wasn't right. And I started, going inward. I'm more of a person who loves to be around people, speak to people. I'm a people person to a person that just kind of went inward. And I knew that that wasn't me, and I couldn't understand why. And as many times as I tried to ask for help or um, talk to the professionals saying, hey, what's going on with me? Can you help? I felt like I got more like pamphlets and here, talk to a therapist. I mean, I don't know how to talk to a therapist. Who do I talk to? How do I talk to? And as I went through all these experiences throughout the years, I realized that therapy is its own specialty. You have to find a right therapist or counselor who specializes with what you're experiencing. You can't just go to a regular therapist and ask for help, because you're going to get probably the wrong help and the wrong advice or the wrong guidance. And that's how I think most people get, step back from therapy, because they're not getting the right guidance from the wrong person. I mean, you wouldn't go to to a cardiologist if your foot was broken. You know what I mean? You
Exactly.
would go straight to a specialist. And I had to learn that, even though I was in this field of medicine, I had no idea, none at all, in these things that I was experiencing. And I learned the hard way. And I really want to show women that, or be aware that I don't want them to experience the hard way, you know? We talked about earlier, you know, you said that you wanted to teach your kids all these things because you had to learn the hard way. No one taught you. And that's what I want to be for moms out there, is to be that light, that guidance that they can have. Obviously I can't help everybody for everything, but it's enough guidance for them to be aware and be prepared. And I feel like we're not prepared enough for motherhood or pregnancy. So that's how I decided to go back into school and become an RTT practitioner. RTT is Rapid Transformational Therapy, founded by Marissa Pierce, and it's a it's a combination of all the great therapies out there: neurolinguistic, NLP, psychotherapy, hypnotherapy, CBD, every parts of those therapy all combine in one to actually give the a sustainable outcome. So it's not like little bits of pieces like a medication where it's like it's okay, it's making you feel better. This is something that will really create a lifestyle that sustains you for a very long time. And it's not just like a little help. It's not just a band-aid. It actually peels the band-aid off, and it really helps somebody really have that life transformation, life changing. And also, you know, hypnotherapy is part of that, and I had to be certified with that. So yeah, having the medical background and this, with understanding the minds understanding our mind and our behaviors and how it affects our physical body. And I want to show people the power of our minds. And when we connect it with our body, we can truly, truly see the resilience that we have and, you know, overcome things. I was severely allergic to medication. So having a C-section, or emergency C-section, I had no idea I was going to have. Um, I couldn't use medication, pain medication, so I had to figure out how to handle this pain. I had been cut open, and I had to learn to really tell myself that I can handle pain very well. And so I honestly did not take any pain medication after my C-section, after having a baby. And 2 to 3 days later, I was up and running, walking around like I didn't even had surgery. So I am a testament for those out there that feel like this is too much or overwhelming or I can't do this. If you just keep telling yourself that you can, you really, really can. And once you see how powerful that is, it's just such a magical moment.
I just love that. Yes, you can. You Of course you can. And that's amazing. I had a very high risk pregnancy with my twins throughout the entire time, and I had a C-section. I know how painful it was, and I also had my twins right at the onset of COVID. So I thought I was going to have all this help, and then I had no help. So I know exactly like how it is. I remember coming home from the hospital and you're supposed to be not doing anything and just resting. And I'm like walking up and down the stairs, doing laundry, nursing my young. And we are so resilient as women. It is unbelievable. And when we just get out of our own way and really put ourselves to the test and push ourselves to the limit. I mean, there really is no limit. It's unbelievable. So I love that. I love what you're doing. I love that you're helping other women. A woman after my own mission. Um, so let me ask you: Are you working on any projects right now?
Yes, I am. As I mentioned earlier, I started writing a book called Baby Blues and or Decoding Baby Blues and Postpartum Struggles. And it's not really just focusing on the postpartum phases of motherhood, but it's from the moment a mom or a woman decides that she wants to be pregnant or she wants to start a family. All those transitions from phases to phases in those motherhood um, transition, I go, you know, step by step on what to expect, what to think about, what to prepare. And I give strategies and guidance and exercises in this book. And also, it's very resourceful and intuitive about what are the risks. And it's not to scare people, but to help them understand how to prepare themselves and what to expect when they are feeling these things and what to do about it. There's so many alternatives out there. If they feel like they cannot talk to their doctors, or they feel ashamed or scared or fearful, there's other alternatives that they can actually do for themselves, and it guides moms through this portion, and also for those who are experiencing postpartum. So it's a broad um broad reader where it really hits everybody, not just one person. It's also for moms who are single. It's also for moms who have support. I mean, it really has everything that you could really ask for in a book. I know that I have spoken to some people that have read my manuscript and said that, some of the books that they've read just really focuses on like pregnancy or just simple little things, and it's a lot more like medical, which a lot of people don't. It's too overwhelming to read something about medical, especially if you don't know anything about it. So I really thought really hard in every word that I put in this book, and I thought about everybody, everybody who reads it. And I hope that when people do read this, they can feel the love and the time and dedication that I put in every word. So yes, that's going to be coming out soon. I'm in the final stages of revisioning it, and then it's going to be published soon. I'm hoping that it'll get published before Mother's Day, before May. So that's what I'm working on right now.
All right. Well, that is super exciting. That would be a nice Mother's Day present. And I know I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to read that book. So I am excited for that. We're going to drop some of your links for people to connect with you. But what's the best way for people to reach you?
Um, They can reach me through my website or social media. I do have a business page. It's called Inner Tranquility. My website is innertranquility.life. Super easy. And I do have Instagram. I'm not quite on it that often, but social media, which is Facebook, I'm mainly on. So they can find me on social media if they do have that. But if they don't have social media, then the website is easy to find me and just book a. I also actually do a 30-minute free breakthrough session. So if anybody's interested, they can go on my website and just book a time, and it will put me in contact with them.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, we'll get you those links and book some time to talk to Neliza. She's really breaking glass ceilings and doing amazing things. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. I really appreciate your time.
All right.